Disclaimer. The content provided in this podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. While we discuss topics related to mental health advice, life wisdom, and alike, the opinions expressed are personal views of the hosts and do not constitute professional, legal, or medical advice. We make no representations or warranties about the accuracy or completeness of the information discussed. Any action you take based on the information in this podcast is strictly at your own risk, and we are not liable for any losses or damages in connection with its use. Additionally, this podcast may contain discussions around addictions, substances, which are intended for adult audiences. We do not endorse any illegal activities. Please consult your local laws before engaging in any actions related to this content. By listening to this podcast, you agree that you are over the age of 18 or the age of majority in your jurisdiction and understand the terms of this disclaimer.
Welcome to the Balancing Forces podcast, where two opposites collide in the best way possible. One brings the fire,
the other keeps it chill.
But together we share life's lessons, hard-earned wisdom,
advice you can actually use.
Whether you need a fresh perspective or just a laugh, we're here to elevate your mind. So buckle up, because things are about to get real and
really funny.
Are you ready to level up your astrology game? Join the Alchemist Laboratory by Solar Systems. For just $33 a month, you get access to 10 plus courses, a resource library, manifestation secrets, live Q&As, and so much more. Over $2,300 in value. Transform your understanding of astrology and unlock hidden knowledge. Sign up now through the school app and follow Solar Systems on TikTok and Instagram.
Chapter 27, The Pilot Light of Greatness Burning Deep Inside of You. So here's the other side of having been taught from a very young age that you were no good, don't matter, and or aren't wanted. There's been a quiet counter-message running on infinite loop deep inside of you. Its existence predates the closing of your binary gates, the pressing of the negative beliefs into your formerly wet cement, and puncturing your love cup. There is a quiet little pilot light that has been burning since you were born, like the pilot light in your water heater that is always burning, waiting to be stoked by gas to full flame to heat cold water pumped into your house. It is that pilot light that has been keeping you alive. It goes out, you go out. Without that deep belief, however faint, there would be no hope, no belief, no possibility, and you'd either be a corpse or a walking corpse en route to imminent death. That pilot light is the message that was born the day you were. It is the eternal flame of the gods. It is the message that runs counter to the ill-begotten lie that was pressed into the cement of your soul that says you stink or who you really are doesn't matter. The pilot message, this tiny sliver of light and heat inside of you, is this quiet pulse of belief in your own greatness and goodness. Yes, somewhere in you, you honestly and fully believe that the critics are so frickin' wrong. Somewhere deep inside of you, this tiny voice screaming, no, no to all the critics, no to the negative messages, no to the control, the fear, the negative energy sources in your life. Even a person possessing the dirty trifecta of 3 completely closed binary gates, see bonus track 9, possesses a deeply registered belief that they are good. Somewhere deep in the soul is the divine spark, that longing that you actually feel, that longing to be free and happy, the longing for aliveness, is the heat of that divine spark. You are alive because you still believe. You believe in you, even if it's only this tiny light, tiny pulse, tiny message, tiny voice, tiny feel, tiny vibe deep inside of you. You do. And you long for it to consume your soul and life with happiness, purpose, and fulfillment. See, you don't want to die. I know it. I've been exactly where you are right now. I've been at what I call the suicide point before. I was there for roughly 12 years off and on, to a greater or lesser degree at different times, ready and willing at times, even eager to kill myself, sick of it all, seeing no way out. In the end, I committed suicide, and yes, I use committed and not attempted because my old self and old negative beliefs pressed into the cement of my soul died that day, even if the rebirth came slowly over the subsequent years. And I know how everything begins to change after that. April 17th, 2001. I slit my wrists 9 millimeters deep on the left, 13 millimeters deep on the right. I was later told, and that was all that it took. I have the 8-inch scars running up my forearms to prove it. I bled for nearly an hour as I looked out into the San Francisco Bay, but I just didn't die. And I finally admitted I didn't want to. But if I was going to choose to live, expletive had to change. A lot of it. So you see, I know this pain of which I speak, and I know the monumental change that's possible. You just see no way out. Trapped, forlorn, frustrated, perhaps even pulled to suicide. Or maybe you've just considered it a few times. But I have news for you. The pilot light is still burning. It hasn't been snuffed out yet. It hasn't been snuffed out. Somewhere in you, you believe in your own goodness and greatness. Fact. Absolute fact. It may be faint as heck, but the pilot light is burning. And the grand goal of life, the goal of my life's work with others, even you now in this book, is to stoke that pilot light to full flame, roaring, unquenchable, consuming your soul and life with happiness, purpose, and flow and fulfillment. Every day and year after every day and year after my suicide was spent opening the three binary gates, seizing ownership and pushing back to cutting out the negative energy sources and negative voices in both my inner and outer lives. With that daily work, happiness and peace grew and grew. The task of life is to fan to giant roar your belief in your own innate, not earned, performance-based, success-driven goodness and worth. And here's the kicker. Until you believe you're good and great, until you believe you truly have worth, until you really start to buy into it with your own decisions, risk, trust, and boldness, until you fall in love with you, ain't nobody else gonna. The problem in the end ain't them, it's your own perception of your own self. It's the lie that was pressed into the wet cement of your soul. Until you believe in your greatness and brilliant, wonderful goodness, it doesn't matter what anyone else says or does because it'll all drain through you like a love cup with a hole in the bottom. It'll splash out of you, unable to ever get in the first place, like a love cup that is so already full of crud, shit, and rocks. Until you believe in you and fix the damn cup, ain't nobody else going to be able to fill you or even get through to you. It is time to begin to truly believe in your own beauty, soul, goodness, affability, attractiveness, greatness, spirit, sexiness, worth, value, smarts, creativity, success, lovability, and so on. Song recommendation. Listen to and meditate on the lyrics Take Me to the Pilot by Elton John. I'm quite fond of the extended version, live at the Greek Theatre, 1994. Ray Cooper is monster on percussion. In fact, I'm writing this chapter and others in this book with that video playing in the corner of my computer. Terribly inspiring. 2. Also a great song from Queen, Download A Kind of Magic. It really speaks to this notion of the flame of greatness burning inside each and every one of us.
How awesome is this? This is going to be the book we're going to be giving away. It is an autographed copy as well. Thanks for listening. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Share this out with your friends. At the end of the series, there will be a giveaway for a copy of your own book. Thank you.